Hello everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to take neat and organized notes on GoodNotes. So basically, GoodNotes, if you don't know yet, is a platform that helps you to take notes directly on your iPad, and you can use a lot of customizable features on here that I think is super convenient and super helpful. For example, you can use a microphone to record your lectures and you can review it later, or you can use eraser, highlighters, sticky notes, and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many underlying features there that nobody would ever imagine on such a free platform. Of course, you have to pay an extra fee if you want to use all the features here, but you will have 3 notebooks for free and using all these extra features here. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how to take notes regarding IELTS. So IELTS recently has been a very ongoing debate, and so many people are curious about the way others learn and achieve such a high band score on the IELTS examination. And today I also want to give this a try in order to take notes for the IELTS speaking test. So let's just take a closer look at all the features here. First, here's the pen feature. You can choose literally any kind of pen you want. For example, fountain pen, ball pen, or brush pen. Next, we have an eraser, of course. It is a very essential feature because sometimes you need to erase things that are unnecessary or you think it's not really fitting. Next up, we have highlighter. You can choose a lot of colors here. Here's just some of the most popular colors that users normally use, but you can use in this plus feature. There are so many other colors for you to choose from. So let's just say that I love the blue one. I will choose this. Just add 2 presets and to have your own color as well. Here it is. And let me change. Okay, next one we have a shape. So basically it will automatically change any kind of line into the corresponding shape, I think. Okay, let me just take you an example. For example, you want to draw a square but you think the line is not straight enough yet, they will automatically transform to a square like this, which is super neat and super convenient. I've never seen such a feature before. Okay, next we have this. This is like to insert things into a particular place that you don't want to. For example, you draw a flower but you don't want it to be in this place, then you don't need to erase it and draw another flower in the place that you want to. Just need to use this feature and draw around this, and you can freely move this flower into any particular place you want. So yeah, this is a very unique feature. Next we have this is some stickers that you want to use. For example, just double it and you will have a whole new bunch of stickers you want. You can use sticky notes, you can use shapes, pen. Yeah, so just take this and it will just automatically make your notes become more aesthetic and much more eye-catching. So there it is. Another stuff I want you to bear in mind is the picture. So it will get access to your albums and you can choose any pictures you want to use. For example, like this one, you can change and customize or adjust the size of the pictures or change into any angles that you want. So yeah. Next, we have a typing features. This is specifically used for if you're using an iPad and you have a keyboard, you can use this. If you're just too lazy to write things down or you want to use some kind of way more convenient, you can use typing feature. Okay. Next, here it is the changing fonts of your typing. You can choose like let's see whether or not we have Tab News Romans. Yeah, it does it. So, and you choose the font of this too. You can adjust it based on your interest. Choose 24, choose 11 by using this minus feature, or increase it. And here's other paragraph. You can use it on the left, on the middle, or on the right. And here the text box style. I don't know what this feature is, but I would definitely give it a try later. And here's the safe styling. And here's another feature that will help you to circle things and it will just disappear after some seconds. So yeah, something like that. Okay, so that's pretty much all the features that I think is extremely amazing on this website. So let's take a close look on how I take an IELTS test. Oh, and by the way, you can choose any kind of like notebook style you want on this. Here's the Cornell, so I decided to choose Cornell because I've never wrote anything on the Cornell method before, and I'm so curious because people around me just tell about how amazing, how efficient, effective Cornell method is, because it helped you to, it helped you to have the columns for keywords, for the main paragraph, the main idea, and also a column for summary. So I think it's kind of like, it's kind of like amazing to try it out. So yeah. Anyway, so first I will use a brush pen and choose the color into the pink, a little bit pink, lighter pink, to be honest, or pastel, whatever it is. Okay, so today our topic is about health. Wait. Oops. Sorry guys. It's such a long time since I last used this, so sometimes I just not really get used to the convenience. Okay, here it is. You need some extra features to make it become more shiny. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but just add some dots like this. It will make your words become much more eye-catching and you just look more interesting to look at. Okay. So the website that I was suggested to use is the IELTS Speaking UK. Wait, what is this website again? Oh, here it is. And you will have a whole new bunch. Oh, wait a minute. I do have this website on here, so I've just watched it. Where it is? Here it is.
It is to writing notes,
No.
but it is to keep.
I'm sorry.
一个好。
So this is a very popular and well-known channel about teaching IELTS, self-studying IELTS at home from IELTS Nguyễn Huyền. So I recommend you guys watching this YouTuber in order to learn more about IELTS, learn more about some tips and the ways that she used to learn, because I think all of these tips and all of the techniques are extremely special and some kind of like unique to use. So yeah, I would choose this IELTS UK code. And we have 20 topics ranging from holidays to accommodation to shopping to advertising. So let's say that I will learn more about education because this website always intrigued me a lot. Okay, so IELTS education vocabulary. You're likely to be asked questions about your studies during part 1. You might have to talk about class, teacher, or school memory in part 2, or give your opinions on education in part 3. Therefore, being able to call on a wide range of vocabulary to talk about education is very important. Read the following IELTS style questions and answers below and pay attention to the phrases in bold. Use the definition section at the bottom of the page to check the meaning of any phrases you don't understand. Part 1 is style questions or interview questions. Here you will have a chance to get access to some kind of like some phrases or specialized terms that are normally used regarding education, regarding learning, regarding schools, and stuff like that. So, for example, if the examiner asks you, are you studying English at school? You can answer, yes, I'm taking an extensive course at a local private language school. I attend classes 3 times a week. So the only thing I pay attention and notice here is that all the phrases or all the words, individual ones, here are really familiar and probably all you guys have already known about this or at least heard. But the way that they combine, the way that they incorporate words into the whole phrases, which make into a collocation, makes it become a lot like a native speaker and sounds more natural and more professional too. Because in order to sound more like a native speaker, you need to utilize and take advantage of a lot of collocations and phrases that sounds natural and sounds like familiar to native speakers. Okay, so yeah, I think it does sound amazing. Next up, would you say you are a good student? Okay, I think. I'm pretty good at meeting deadlines and I'm keeping up with my studies. Plus, I find it quite easy to learn things by heart, which is useful when learning a language. Examiner, when you were younger, did you enjoy your time at school? Yes, I liked school. It was an ordinary state school, nothing special, a single-sex school, which I'm not sure I liked, but the teachers were great. I had lots of friends and I never played truant like some people there. Okay, so here's the definitions of some words you need to bear in mind. For example, we have to attend classes, mean to go to classes, bachelor's degree, an undergraduate course which usually lasts 3 to 4 years, boarding school where people live during term time. Okay, let me write down into my notes. Here it is. So today our topic is about education. Let me see whether or not I have that. Oh, I have an education title here because I've already used this back when in the last summer. I'm really obsessed with GoodNotes because it's just so static and so useful. I use it all the time to take notes, but recently I'm just so swamped with my studies, with my assignment. I just don't really care about GoodNotes anymore, but yeah, now I have time. I will use it more regularly. So education. So if in these columns I will write down phrases, but let me change it into the ball pen. Okay, so here's I will write down some phrases. Sorry if my handwriting is kind of hard to make out because I've never train my writing to be as neat or as organized as other YouTubers. I'm not really into, training my handwriting because I think the key thing of taking notes is to insert key idea to help you to keep record of your information for later revision, but not to, make your handwriting become more knowledgeable. No, become more. What's the word? Legible. Yeah, legible. Okay, I'll write down the simple answer from me. I will use all these phrases here to answer the questions, 10 sample answers. And here I will write down some important or new expression. Okay, that's it. So the first phrases is an extensive course at a local private language school. Attend classes 3 times a week. Are you studying English at school? Question number 1. I think it's answer number 1, not question. Let me write down my own answer first. I will include some phrases here. English is a mandatory subject at my school's curriculum. In my school's curriculum, so I often take English classes. On Seriously? Oh my god. I think the size of it is too giant. Let me just slow it down a little bit. Precision eraser. What does that mean? It's just so big. Wait, can we not change the size of the eraser? What a shame. Small details. Are you kidding me? It is not for small details. It's just so big. Okay. To rewrite some kind of words. Okay, there you go. First, yes, English is a mandatory subject in my school's curriculum, so I often take English classes on a daily basis. Wait, where's this going? Seriously, bro? Are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. Next up, we have, would you say you're a good student? Wait, I think that, I will, write in the phrases first. An extensive course. Private language school. Next one is attend classes. Meeting deadlines. That is a cool phrase to use. Keep up with my studies. Learn things by heart, mean that you memorize things. Play truant. Describe a time during your education that you really enjoyed. You should say when this period was, where you were, what you were studying at the time, and say why you were so happy. I'd like to tell you about my time at university. I was a mature student. A mature student? Well, of course, any university student is mature. Student. I didn't go to university until I was 25, and it was my first time away from my parents, so it was very exciting. I was doing a bachelor's degree. A bachelor's degree. Actually, I've just looked it up at the bottom of the page because it provides some detailed explanation about the phrases. So a bachelor degree means an undergraduate student that their study lasts for 3 or 4 years, apparently like that. And it was a bit of challenge. Some people take a year out, but I'd been away from education for 8 years. Plus, I had to work my way through university, so I was very busy to work my way through uni. Sorry if I'm using an abbreviation because, well, there's obviously not enough space. And sitting exams at the end of each year was a new experience for me as well, but I really enjoyed higher education learning about a subject I loved, history, and the social life was great as well. I don't think I've ever had so many friends. I had my graduation ceremony last year in a local cathedral, and I know my parents were really proud. So yeah, that was a really happy time. I'm thinking of doing a master's degree soon, though that might be through distance learning as I have a full-time job now. So some takeaways are sit exams. I already know this word, but I'll write down anyway. So sit exams. To work, higher education, graduation ceremony, distance learning. since I'll take the IELTS exams this November, so I don't think that I would ever think about the master degrees because I am still in secondary school. I haven't even graduated from high school yet, so yeah. But if you are studying at university and you are having the intention of taking the IELTS exam this summer or the next one, then you definitely need to know those phrases regarding university study phrases in order to describe what you're learning and what your degree are. Style questions. What qualities do you think a good teacher has? They should be patient, they should be subject specialists, and be able to explain the subject clearly. They should give feedback quickly. For example, not hang on to essay for ages like some of my teachers. I really agree with that. And besides, I think another good quality of teacher is to be creative and innovative, to think of ways to help need students, to students who are in need, because different students will have different style of learning, and just because one student are suitable for this style of learning doesn't mean that everyone would be fit in that kind of style. So you really need to figure out what your students are struggling at and help them to be more what word to use, proficient at that subject, and to find ways that suit them best. So yeah, subject specialist. What else? Give feedback. Next off, examiner. What are the advantages of studying on a distance learning course? It's a more flexible way of studying, especially if you have a job. Tuition fee are usually cheaper, but you have to be very motivated, and it would imagine more people face behind with the studies compared to face-to-face classes. Well, I think, in my opinion, the merits of studying on a distance learning course is that you can find the right course that fits you best. You don't need to travel long distance to reach your school to learn anything at all whatsoever. You just need to sit from the comfort of your home, open your laptop, and get access to the online classroom, and there you go. You will have a chance to, learn from one of the most expertise teachers in the world in your school. So yeah. Do all children get equal opportunities in education? In my country, I think it's quite equal, but in the UK, I've heard that most people who go to the top universities have studied at public schools. You have to be very rich to study in a school like that. What do you mean, public schools? No, I think private schools fit most in this case. It's not public school. They're usually boarding schools as well, so the fees are enormous. Well, I think no. I think children do not get equal opportunities for education because there are an obvious bridge gap between the rich and the poor in any given country, especially in my country, Vietnam, where children who come from middle income family or rich family often have the chance to study in a top school, have the chance to receive higher education in pre-teacher schools, and the tuition fees there are often really expensive and unaffordable for some people who family are struggling with finances, and children just do not have the opportunity to study in those environments. So the illiteracy rate just keep going up, but fortunately, the government in my country, Vietnam, is coming up with so many solutions, so many scholarships for the disadvantaged to help them to, have another chance of learning in those education, just like the rich kids. So, yes, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.